Welcome to the Speech Mastery Lab. Prosperity Wolves here. I'm going to explain to you the fundamentals of speaking, why speaking skills and communication are so important. I'm going to debunk, and not only debunk, but shift your mindset, your programming by society and by your beliefs, which I have noticed most in people who struggle to improve their communication skills. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with your mindset, why you can't improve, how we can overcome that. The first things first, why speaking is important, even in the first place, because we have to communicate. We have to be able to express our ideas precisely with the correct words. Imagine you have some amazing idea for a vacation, for example. You want to share that with your friends. You're planning this vacation, but you can't really explain what you want to experience in the vacation. They are planning to go to the beach, to go get a hotel, to go rent a car, to go to the mountain, then go to some place, some monuments to be visited. But you've always wanted to share an experience with your friends on a place which is this country, for example. But you don't know how to put in words. First to express to yourself the idea, to other people, to your friends. And after that, if you manage to do it, then you're not really sure how to make them believe, how to put the idea such that you're not going on the vacation only to experience it for yourself, so that your friends say, thank you, you're right, yes, that's a really good idea, we should definitely do it. This is just one part of why communication is so important. People will like you more. People will want to spend more time with you. They will not know why. It's because you speak well. It's because when they're with you, they will always associate your presence with fun, with someone who makes them think, someone who speaks well. Only because of that. It has to be enough motivation for you to say, I'm going to improve the way I speak. I am going to. You remember this friend who is super smart. You remember this person who you've always wanted to spend time with, but for some reason he annoys you. He just doesn't speak well. Or you remember someone even on television, who you admire, but something is missing. Something is thought he doesn't speak well. I've seen it even on the Bulgarian version of The Bachelor. The second one, I believe it was. The guy, handsome, wanted by girls. He's there, but he can't speak. He was literally 5 million feeling words before you even say a sentence. Then you have no energy. He looks like he's going to die as he speaks. So slow. Bro, take your time. You're how old? 28, 30. You don't know how to speak, G. You have so many accomplishments behind your back, but you're boring to the bone. Also, why it's so important. Imagine a king couldn't convince his people why he has to be the king, why they have to follow his high taxes, for example. That's a dangerous position to be in. That's really a dangerous position to be in. Kings and people in high positions have always known how to communicate well. They have always known that. They knew the importance of communication skills. When was the last time in school someone taught you about how to articulate your thoughts and how to influence people? How to win a debate in which you didn't know even the topic of the debate. This is the first time you hear about it. This is the first time you debate on some vegetable across the sea. But you know everything about it because you know how to implement the tactics. You educate yourself from your opponent. On the spot, you use analogies, metaphors, symbols. Or you leave the debate but have it not lost. Yeah, this is the general idea why speaking skills are so important. You can negate that. You can say speaking skills, this is something, because people are different, speaking skills are something inborn with you. You were born with your voice. You were born with the way you speak, but it's not true. Sure, everyone is different. Sure, some people will have higher proclivity to learn faster and to speak well. But I'll tell you why it's not true. Because there was even an experiment this stuck into my mind. I've listened to your YouTube video and there was some king, some 100 years ago, I don't know, hundreds of years ago, some king wanted to know the language of God. He decided that he's gonna imprison, or not imprison, but a newborn baby, to put it into a confinement by itself. He will be, that this baby, this person would be taken care of by the servants. He instructed that nobody is going to utter a single word to this person. So they did that. Years passed. The king was curious what this newborn, as he grew up, in which way he would communicate, what words he would use. Do you know what the results were? He was animalistic, didn't communicate well, and never uttered a single word. This teaches you that communication skills, your language, the narrative in which you speak, even the cadence, the accent, the dialect, everything is a combination from your surroundings, from the people you spend the most time with, songs you listen to nowadays, movies you watch, YouTube videos you listen to, everything. If you go to Plovdiv, if you go to Pleven, if you go to Vrata, here in Bulgaria, you expect to hear a different dialect in Bulgarian. You always do, because they're influenced. But now, you can have all of that and decide to speak even better. You can decide to speak even better. You can see it in other examples. Most people, I can guarantee you, do not breathe correctly. Not even only when they speak, but they also breathe incorrectly. Their whole life, this shortens their life, literally. Shallow breathe. When are you going to use the diaphragm properly to breathe and give you energy? When? So, the way to actually start improving your speech is simple. First, after you've realized that speaking skills are not something you can't influence and something that you definitely can work on, the same way you can work on your posture. Everybody has a posture, but you can work on your posture, right? After that, you have to be clear about what systems you will put in place to improve your speaking skills. But not only that, you have to do it intentionally. You can see so many people go to the gym for years and still are not in fantastic shape. You can see people decide they will study a new language, and after 4 years in university, they still can't structure a sentence in this foreign language. You have to pick the system. How do you pick the system? You pick it from people who have already done it. You can do it from me, you can learn from me, from my speech mastery lessons and from my YouTube videos, or from personal consultations. I will give you PDF files, I will give you even my courses, ask me about it, or from anyone else, by someone who's already done it, someone who has seen improvement in his ability to speak and communicate. This is first proven structure. Then with intention, you have to ask yourself, before you do any exercise, why do I do it? Do I really want to change the way I speak? Why is it important for me? And then what do I expect to get out of this exercise? For example, if you record a video, just 5 minutes video, 5 minutes long video, and then you watch it, why do I have feedback? Why do I watch this video? The reason is to remove filling words. Anytime you use at the beginning or at the end of the word, your clear intention with this exercise, with this feedback, is to catch yourself anytime you make this filling word sound and remove it consciously then. Also, when you do it, you have to do it with a mindset. My life depends on me giving as much energy and focus for these 5 minutes when I watch this video. Don't get distracted. Leave the distractions aside for now. Watch this video with as much concentration as possible. You're going to spend the next 5 minutes listening to yourself, looking at your body language, listening to your intonation, to your pace, to your cadence, to your breathing. You're going to spend the next 5 minutes doing just that. Why not spend the next 5 minutes with as much focus as possible? This is the fastest way to improve your speaking skills. With proven exercises, with intention, with real intention, with timelines, literally, for the next 1 month, I want to have improved that. Fine. And be as focused as possible. This goes for anything in life, not only improving your speaking skills. Tell me in the comments, do you want to improve your speaking skills? I'm fascinated by the ability to speak well, because this is the last topic, the last point I'll share in this video. Not even AI is capable of replacing human-to-human interaction. It will never replace it. Even ChatGPT, bro, it's fascinating to me. Even ChatGPT will speak like this. Hello, yeah, your idea is very good. You can make something more out of this or whatever, but they read through the mouth. The AI model uses filling words, which, by the way, are natural part of speech, but I don't like it because it's unprofessional. Come on, don't use filling words. You don't need You don't need it. You need precise words. Even AI will never replace it. I've asked ChatGPT, do you believe that my niche and my obsession with speaking skills, and not only me but to other people, to give my knowledge to other people, how to speak well, do you think that this is going to fade off? He said no, no way. This will never be replaced by AI. Additional fact, bro, this can never be taken from you. This will be obvious to anyone. Your life will be much better if you just learn how to speak well. If you just know when to speak, when not to speak. Why you shouldn't interrupt people, or when you have to interrupt people, when it's in your benefit to interrupt people, and in theirs too. People will spend time playing video games, people will spend time watching films, wasting their time, squandering it, but never go deep in the fundamentals in life. Because this is fundamental. Speaking, talk, literally talking. This is fundamental. The more you master the fundamentals in life, not only speaking, the better chances you will have to become anything you want. If you master the fundamentals of sleeping, diet, positive thinking, reading, what else? Whatever it is, you're unstoppable. You are unstoppable. Prove me wrong. Thanks for watching this video. Leave a comment. I will read every comment and answer. Get to work.